good evening, and my name is Sandra Garcia, and I work to the final exam is for derivation. What is derivation? Derivation is a word for forming affix is called derivation. For example, paint, paint table, train, train table, clean, cleanable, flex, flexible, reduce, reducible, lovable. And I three forms the derivation in the English for the phonical chains and the orthographic chains and the semantic chains. In phonical chains, for example, a reduce is a reduction, clear and clarity, food a fusion. This is this derivation permit the included the change in the structures in the word. Orthographic change is in the change in the root. For example, I pitiful, Daniel's happiness. It's necessary change the root orthographic for the change the word. And semantic change with we are very complex. For example, husband, husbandry, events, eventual, emergence, and etc. What is the difference between negation and private, private prefix and private negation? For example, is in actions, privation is unto is the only word, and the negative prefix is in the, for example, and moral only moral is on the subject's words. In English, are three derivations for the prefer prefix. It depends in the natural English and the Latin and roots and the derivation Greek. For example, in the native English is in the for in over at and Latin prefixes is an mini inter and degree is an tree and micro anti examples over over skills underpayment of skates. Um, Suffix have two functions: change the meaning of the root or change the part that make the speech to the root. In English, is fourth, one, two, three, four, five. Five example for the suffix. For example, the diminutive suffix is the example present and present, and the feminine suffix, example, attrux, heroines, which is with the relation with the culture and the use of the word. The abstract suffix, for example, childhood, nervoushood, adulthood, friendships, and sophisticated people, for example, Colombians and Mexican and the European is different example. And some of us attack the adjectives like with the only means that they change the means of the words. For example, Greenwich and resembles the verb determination is a light. Okay. In English, I many derivations and depends the derivation its name difference numbers. For example, with the produce noun, then the number is normalized. When the normalization is high, the healthy software is finished on earth, and his name is called a verbalist. And one adjective from the noun ampere, another adjective is an adjectivalizer. Is the in the table, for example, normalizer in meant, there's arrangement, judgment, advancement, and verbalizer is in the if, pacific, simplified, and auxiliarizer is I, flowery, twisty, bloody, and the adverbializer word, how word is word to noun. And in English is many forms for the derivation. One is the derivation when the stay in terms of lexical roles, mix, as Arlen verb, alignment is the miselement. For example, image, mas in and ari, imaginary. Other can just press the three diagrams the cual la vayan de indicate the every argument derivation the complex word is okay the diagram and the three diagrams you look at the words is the derivation in the different states. In the importance in the three diagrams is the you should toward the button that it should be given the rows and they add the prefix and other suffix. They should shield the word when read from left to right. Mm, this, thank you very much.